Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. Well, the road to middleweight golden glory still goes through Sydney, Australia. Robert Whittaker is the man, and just don't call him Bobby Knuckles, you'll be okay.
I just don't understand how he does not embrace this nickname. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for Robert Whittaker. But he's one of those guys that doesn't jump off the page. He's one of those guys that you don't look at and go, oh my goodness, he's one of the most dangerous men in the world. But he is. He has unbelievable skill. He has a wrestling background, was able to stay up right against Yoel Romero, who's the world Olympic silver medalist, was able to knock out Jacare Souza. Just a truly tremendous mixed martial artist, and since going up to 185, has truly found his groove.
And the Reaper, as they call him, always says the best place to break your hand is inside the octagon. He's done it before. He's not afraid to do it again. Robert Whittaker, ladies and gentlemen, has graced the octagon. He is ready to fight. And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Do it.
All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon, one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva. But the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark in this great arena.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, nice jab. Well, it didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position. Nice punch landing over the top.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. punch to the body is blocked. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Under a minute to go in the round. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Oh, great striking from Robert Whittaker as usual. This man puts some serious pressure on you. And when you can beat Yoel Romero the way he did, he is not going to be intimidated by any other 185-pounder in the world.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Khamzat Chimaev. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, you want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work back.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool at the beginning of this round. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Huge block there. Chimaev's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Khamzat Chimaev going for the takedown, but unable to land. Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Takedown defense is there. Just over 3 minutes to go. Lands a big elbow there.
Keep going with that.
Chimaev's now switching his stance. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Chimaev's eye is starting to swell shut. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Those punches to the body are really starting to take a toll. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Man, how about the steam behind that Whittaker jab?
Robert Whittaker is a great striker. And he has it all when it comes to the stand-up in the boxing. And that is on full display right now.
And now some distance as they pull apart. Nice. Nicely done. Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Final seconds here. Uppercut lands. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Start mixing up your attacks.
All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. All right, next round is... He gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed down on the hand, right, he hurt people bad. This guy has the opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. He passes to half guard. Oh, in the mouth. Nice transition.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
Got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Chimaev's pass attempt denied.
Beautiful transition. He's got to be careful here.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Working out of the half guard here. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
Back to the jab now, no good. Final seconds of round 3. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Relax. You lost that last round. You have to avoid his ground control. You knew he'd be good there, but he wasn't able to finish it.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, You enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
His misses are entertaining. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as how's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down the tempo.
Oh! That's it!
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming, so back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he is still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already